Hello, all my beautiful flowers, and welcome back to my channel. Flower Fairy here. Thank you all so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly do appreciate them. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I hope that you will consider doing so. I would love to have you as part of the Flower Fairy family. So just a reminder that today's reading is a general reading, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So in today's reading, we're going to be looking at Spirit's advice on how you can tap into your creativity to manifest your wildest dreams. So to do this reading, I've laid out 3 separate piles of cards here. Pile number 1, you're going to be this rose quartz palmstone here. That's what that looks like. Pile 2, you're going to be this flower agate crystal point here. That's what that looks like. And then pile 3, you're going to be this cute little pink heart crystal here. And that's what that one looks like. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. And then you can scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into it. Hi, pile 1. So you guys chose this pink rose quartz palmstone here. And let's take a look at your oracle cards here. So you received the threshold. So I'm seeing with this card, pile 1, that you are on the threshold of just being able to tap into this creativity that you have inside of you. If you look at this picture, you see there's these 2 feet and they're standing on this brush here and they're just about to reach this light here. They're just about to tap into this creative energy here. But there's this brush that's sort of stopping them. It's an obstacle. And so I feel like this is you right now. You're facing an obstacle or a block in terms of being able to tap into this creativity here, that creative flow, that creative energy. So you're just on the threshold of it, but there's something blocking you. And that's what, I think this brush represents here. So let's try to see how you can unlock this, this creative potential, this creative energy inside of you, and how you can tap into it. So you have this card here, and it says, Exploring Unity Consciousness. And on the back, it says, I am one eternal light appearing as all. Wow. So I'm seeing here, pile 1, that one way that you can tap into your creativity here is to really think about how you are part of something greater, how you are part of the universe as a whole, and how your being is really part of something greater here. There's a need to sort of open up your mind and expand your consciousness here and understand that we are all one. We are all just part of this vast universe. And this saying here, I am one eternal light appearing as all. It's understanding your eternal nature, the fact that your soul lives on, the fact that, we never die. We're just constantly, rebirthed and reincarnated. And, there's just this eternal light that we constantly emit. And understanding, that you're part of this unity, that we call life, that we call earth. And so I think that understanding that concept and really tapping into that is going to help you tap into this vast creative energy and potential that you have inside of you, and to really bring that out, to really unearth that energy. So that is coming through here. And then you have this card here, and it's number 53 with Soul Radiance. And it says Phoenix Rising. So with this card, pile 1, I feel like another way for you to tap into your creativity here is to really get in touch with your soul and get in touch with what your soul wants, what your soul is telling you, and to really honor that. And, I think you're going to be like this Phoenix rising here. Once you get in touch with what your soul really desires, what your soul is here to create, what your soul is here to do, you're going to be this Phoenix rising. You're going to really expand yourself. We see this woman and she's standing here and her wings are just expanded straight out. And I feel like this is your consciousness here, your consciousness expanding as you get in touch with your soul and your true soul's desire here. So that is beautiful energy there. And then you have this card here and it says Dream. So I feel like another way for you to get in touch with your creativity here is through your dreams. I feel like a lot of ideas and a lot of inspiration come to you in your dream time when you're dreaming. And Spirit is saying here to tap into those dreams. And, a way to do that is to keep a dream journal, so when you wake up in the morning, maybe write down what you dreamed about and what your dream was trying to tell you. Because, a lot of creativity and a lot of ideas come through our dream time. So Spirit is really asking you here to tap into that creativity, that spark, that flow that comes to you while you're sleeping, while you're dreaming. So very interesting energy there. And then you have this card here and it says, you are pure magic. So I feel like this is my pile of spiritual people. Maybe you're a witch, maybe you're a wizard, maybe you're a shaman, maybe you're a psychic, a seer, but there's definitely this magic that you have about you. And I feel like Spirit is saying here that a way for you to tap into your creativity is to understand and realize this magic that you have inside of you. I feel like, this woman is holding this crystal ball here, and there's all these stars around her. And I feel like these stars represent inspiration and creative ideas. So you really hold the key here in your hands. You have those creative ideas. You have that creative spark and energy. And I think by getting in touch with your magic, with the magic that you innately have. And maybe, using that more or understanding that more is going to enable you to tap into this inspiration all around you, this creative spark and energy. So beautiful energy there. And then you have this card here, and it says Sanctuary. So I feel like another way for you to tap into your creativity, pile one, is to spend some time alone and maybe create a space for yourself where you can be by yourself and you can just focus on your ideas and getting in touch with your intuition and getting in touch with your inner voice. Maybe setting up a place, a comfortable place that's meditative, that's quiet. And, we see this picture of this woman and she's reading this book here. So, maybe just setting up a place in your home where you can tap into that creative spark inside you, where there's no distractions, there's nothing going on around you, and you just have this peaceful, serene environment that you can really allow your inner voice, allow your soul to speak to you and really spark you. So that is coming through here as well. And then you have this card here. It's number 18 with Magic Stream. Yeah, so we touched on this before. I feel like you're a very magical person, pile one. And I feel like a way for you to tap into this creative spark, creative energy, is to really nurture this magic that you have inside you and really, look to your magic to inspire you. Look for your magic to bring you those creative ideas. And, I think on this card, there's a lot of water. So I feel like maybe, spending some time near water will help you in terms of getting in touch with your creativity. Water is a very soothing, very, very creative element. And, I think a lot of your ideas and your inspiration is going to flow. And I feel like being by water, might help you right now in terms of getting in touch with that creativity. So that is coming through here as well. And then finally you have this card here, and it's Potential. So I'm seeing here with this card, pile one, that you have a lot of potential here for creativity, for creative ideas. And I think Spirit is saying here, another way for you to tap into this creative energy is to just realize the potential that is out there, the potential that you have to create these beautiful things and to manifest your wildest dreams, to really make them happen. And it's just a matter of expanding your consciousness here. I think these two cards go very well together. Expanding your consciousness and seeing all of the potential that you have inside of you and that's available to you, and recognizing that this potential is going to create great things, beautiful things, and how it's going to benefit not only you, but benefit others as well. So beautiful energy there, pile one. So I'm going to take a look at your tarot cards now to see if we can get some more information here. So you have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like with this card, pile one, that Spirit is asking you to really take time to write down what your ideas are and what your soul wants to create here. The Knight of Pentacles is someone that is very organized and very methodical and really plans and strategizes what he wants to achieve. And so I feel like Spirit is asking you here, once you get in touch with what your soul wants, what your inner voice is telling you, and what your dreams are saying, write those things down and really keep an account of it, keep track of it, and make sure, you approach your creative goals in an organized way. So I think, that's really what Spirit is saying here with this card. And then you have the Page of Pentacles here. So the Page of Pentacles is someone that is very careful and very frugal and very, very just careful is I guess the best way to say it. So I feel like Spirit is saying here, once you take stock of what your creative ideas are, what your goals are, be careful in executing them, and be careful in, choosing the best ideas, and, really only focusing on maybe one thing at a time here, one goal at a time or one idea at a time. There's a need to sort of be careful here. And, we see this man and he's holding this one pentacle here and really focusing on it and really concentrating on this one pentacle here. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, focus on one creative idea at a time and really master that and really bring that idea to fruition before you start on another idea or another goal. I feel like that's really the message here on this card. And then you have the King of Wands here. And the King of Wands is someone who is very adventurous and very risky and really goes after what he wants and achieves it. So I feel like Spirit is saying here, don't be afraid to take risks when you're tapping into your creativity. Don't be afraid that your ideas are not achievable, that they're not going to happen, that they're too wild, that they're too crazy. Really go after what your soul is telling you, and don't be afraid. Take that risk, take that leap, and really believe in it and really go after it. Because I feel like, you have these amazing ideas inside you and they're just waiting to come out here, and it's just a matter of getting in touch with what they are, and then being, organized, and then taking that risk and going after it. So that is coming up here as well. And then finally you have the Queen of Wands here. Wow. All court cards here. Beautiful energy. Yeah. So, the Queen of Wands, again, is someone who is very successful and goes after what she wants, and she achieves it, and she's not afraid to take risks, and she's not afraid to fail. If it means failing before she succeeds, she's not afraid to do that. And so I feel like, Spirit, this is you here. I feel like you're going to manifest these creative ideas, these creative goals that you have. It's just a matter of really stepping into your power here and really taking control of those dreams, taking control of those goals, and just going after them, just doing them. So beautiful energy there, pile one. So now I'm just going to get a final charm here for you to sort of wrap up your reading. So you have the butterfly here. Wow. So the butterfly represents a few things here, pile one. I feel like you're going to be expanding your consciousness here. Just like the butterfly expands its wings when it flies, I feel like Spirit is asking you to really expand yourself here, expand your consciousness, and recognize the potential that is in you and that is in the universe, for you to make your dreams come true, for you to tap into this creative energy here. And I also feel like, you're going to be changing, you're going to be transforming through this process. The butterfly metamorphoses. And I feel like you're going to be going through this transformation, this change. Once you start doing these things and tapping into your creative energy here, I really see a change in you. I see you achieving these dreams. I see you going after them, and I see you really creating beautiful things here. So that is beautiful energy also. So I'm going to leave your reading there, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love to have you. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. So you guys chose this flower agate crystal point here. And I'm going to start by looking at your oracle cards here. So you received the womb. Wow. So I feel like, Pile 2, that you have this creative energy, this creative spark deep inside of you here. And I feel like it's sort of hidden within you right now. I feel like it's surrounded by this dark circle here. So basically, I feel like it's sort of trapped inside of you here. And I feel like it's just waiting to come out. I feel like it's waiting to burst here. And I feel like, there's a need to sort of get in touch with that creative energy and really nurture it. Just as you nurture a child, if you're pregnant with a child, you nurture that. You nurture your body in order to nurture that child. So I feel like Spirit is really wanting you and calling you to get in touch with your creative energy so that you can nurture it and you can really bring it to life and bring it into fullness or being. So that is coming through here. And then you have this card here, and it says, there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. And on the back, it says, welcoming surrender. Yeah, so I feel like a way for you to tap into your creativity here, Pile 2, is to really surrender to this creative spark, this creative force that you have inside you, and really surrender to the universe and, allow those creative ideas to come out. Allow that creative flow to just happen. And I feel like once you surrender and say, let the ideas come and not worry about when they come or how they come or if they're going to come, but just surrendering to the moment and allowing your creative juices to flow. I feel like you're going to be tapping into your energy, and you're going to be letting it out and nurturing it, like we spoke about before. And so there's really this idea of surrender here. And I feel like this card is saying, once you surrender to it, your destiny is going to be revealed. There's no problem. If the ideas don't flow to you in that moment, just surrender to that. Just tell yourself, well, I'm not in the right mind frame. I'm not in the right mood, or I'm not, this isn't the right day, or whatever it may be, but just surrender to it. Don't let any blocks block you, is what I'm saying here. So that is coming through here as well. And then you have this card here, and it says vision. So I feel like another way for you to tap into your creative energy here, pile 2, is to do some visualizing, and to really visualize what your creative ideas are and what creative goals you have, and to really imagine them. Imagine how they're going to come about. Imagine how you're going to make them happen. Imagine what it's going to look like once you create it, once you achieve it. And really tap into your third eye. We see on this picture this woman, and she's got this, you can see her third eye here. And so I feel like, this card is saying, really tap into your inner voice here. Really tap into that inner knowledge that you have, and allow that to inspire your creative energy here. And, visualize what you want, and visualize how it's going to look in your life. And I really feel like that's going to help you tap into this creative energy and spark that you have inside you. And another thing I get from this card is this moon here. I feel like maybe spending some time outside at night, just gazing at the moon or staring at the moon, I feel like is going to help you get in touch with your intuition here, and get in touch with that creative spark and flow. The moon really helps us get in touch with our feminine side and with our intuitive side. And I really feel like Spirit is urging you, or asking you to, maybe spend some time by the moon or with the moon, and allow it to work on helping you tap into that creative spark, into that creative energy. So beautiful energy there. And then you have this card here. It's number 32, and it says Magic Prayer. So I'm seeing here that another way for you to tap into your creative energy here, pile 2, is to maybe do some prayer work. I feel like you're a very spiritual person. I feel like you have a lot of magic in you. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to recognize this magic and really utilize this magic. And, a way to do that is through prayer. Really pray for what you want. Really pray for what you want to achieve, what you want to create. And I feel like it's going to create this beautiful spark of energy here. I feel like this is, your creativity here. And by you praying for these creative ideas, I feel like it's going to unleash this creativity here and really let it out, and really help you manifest it, help you get in touch with it here. So beautiful energy there. And then you have this card here, and it says taking risks. Yeah, so another way for you to tap into your creativity, pile 2, is to take risks and not be afraid of your ideas, not be afraid of going after them, but to sort of let your spirit take flight, let your spread your wings and just give yourself the freedom to take risks and to not be afraid of these creative ideas or projects that you have, but to just, surrender to them. We talked about this before. Just surrender to that creative flow and really let yourself fly here. We see this bird just flying with its wings outstretched. So I feel like Spirit is saying, surrender and just let it be, just spread your wings and just let that energy out and really, give yourself the freedom to fly here. So that is coming through as well. And then you have this card here. It's number 38 with sensuality. And it says feminine wisdom, passion. Beautiful. Yeah, so I feel like another way for you to tap into your creative energy here, pile 2, is to tap into your sensuality here and to tap into what lights your fire, what makes you passionate, what ideas really spark you, really light your fire. What do you love to do? Is it painting? Is it singing? Is it acting? Is it drawing? Is it whatever it may be for you in your life? But get in touch with what makes you passionate. What do you feel passionate about? And what lights your fire? And, also tap into that feminine wisdom that you have, that sense of knowing, that sense of intuition. And, I think this power of this tiger here, this passion and this power is going to come out, once you tap into it and once you recognize that you have this passion inside you and the sensuality inside you. So that is coming through as well. And then finally you have this card here and it says, get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. Yeah, so I feel like this card is sort of just wrapping up your reading here because, I feel like there's just this need to really get excited and really get in touch with what makes you passionate and what you really want to create, what really drives your soul here. And, just surrender to it and, take risks with it and just let it fly, let it come out and really nurture it. That is really the message coming through there. So now let's take a look at your tarot cards here to see if we can get some more information. So you have the Fool card here. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So we spoke about before just being able to take risks here and really surrendering to your creative flow and to your creative spark. The Fool is someone who doesn't hold back. He sort of just jumps off the cliff and, he's not afraid of taking that risk. He's not afraid of failing. And, we see that on this card here. He's sort of standing on the edge of this cliff and he's just happy-go-lucky. He's just almost falling off, but he doesn't care. He's not afraid. And so I feel like, Spirit is saying here, go ahead and be adventurous. Take that risk and just give yourself that freedom, and surrender to that creative flow, to that creative spark that you have inside, and really just, let that out. So that is coming through here. And then you have the Queen of Swords here. Wow. So yeah, I feel like, with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like there's a need here to really fight for your creative ideas and really fight to get in touch with them and to nurture them here. You know, the Queen of Swords is someone who is very determined and very strong. And, you know, she fights for her ideals. She fights for what she wants. And so there's, you know, I think Spirit is asking you here to really fight for these ideas and, you know, surrender to them and really let them come out and, you know, fight to make them happen, fight to manifest them here. So beautiful energy there. And then you have the World card here. Beautiful. Yeah, so with this card, I feel like, you know, you are going to achieve great things here. I feel like you are going to be able to manifest these creative goals and really tap into your creativity. You know, I think it's just a matter of, you know, getting in touch with your visions, really visualizing your creative goals, surrendering to them, and then taking risks with them, you know, and really just letting them fly, because I feel like, you know, you are going to achieve this success here and this completion if you do those things. So beautiful energy there as well. And then finally you have the Emperor card here. Wow. Yeah, so I feel like another thing that Spirit is saying here, Pile 2, is that you have this, you hold this creativity, you have this creative spark inside you. You know, we see the Emperor here, he's holding this ball, and I feel like you're holding it in your hands, and, you know, there's just a matter of recognizing it and nurturing it here, and really, you know, stepping into your power here with the Emperor card and really going after what you want, really manifesting those creative dreams, those wildest dreams that you have, you know, taking the risk and surrendering to it. So that is coming through as well. So I'm just going to get a charm here for you, Pile 2, to wrap up your reading here. So you have this paw print here. So I feel like with this charm, Pile 2, that Spirit is saying, you know, make your footprint on the world. Make your ideas, manifest your ideas, and show how much your ideas matter, and show how much you're able to change the world and change yourself with these creative ideas and goals that you have, and really make your mark on the universe here. And I feel like, you know, this card is also, this charm is also saying, you know, really nurture your ideas, really nurture your creativity here. You know, just as we nurture a pet, you know, this reminds me of a dog's paw here. You know, just as you would nurture your animal or your pet, you know, treat your creative ideas the same way. Really nurture them and really allow them to grow and to manifest in your life for you. And be loyal to them, you know, be loyal to those ideas and stand up for them. You know, like we said before with this Queen of Swords, really stand up for your ideas and really fight for them here. So that is what I have for you, Pile 2. I'm going to leave it there. If you like this reading, please give me a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love to have you. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. So you guys chose this cute little pink heart crystal here. let's take a look at your oracle cards. So you received the Poet. Wow. So I feel like some of you in this group, or maybe many of you, maybe have a creative gift for poetry or some type of writing here. With this card, you know, it talks about, you know, creativity in terms of the written word, maybe. So maybe you're a writer, maybe you're a poet, you know, maybe you're working on a manuscript. This doesn't have to be for all of you, you know, but maybe for a few of you, you know, that is your creative gift here. But I'm seeing a few things here with this card, and I feel like you guys are, I feel like you have a lot of psychic powers or a lot of intuition. And, you know, I feel like this card is saying you hold this gift of intuition inside you. You have it. And, you know, I feel like there's also a message here with these birds here. You know, I feel like maybe spending time in nature, you know, maybe spending time around the birds is going to help you tap into this creative energy that you have inside you and to really recognize it and to help manifest it into your dreams here. So I feel like, you know, there's a few messages with this card, but I definitely feel like you guys are very creative and very spiritual here as well. So that is coming through. And then you have this card here, and it says balancing the brain. And it says, I can be and do all at once. Yeah, so I feel like another way for you to tap into your creativity here, Pile 3, is to really balance your mind and balance your thoughts here. I feel like, you know, this card says, I can be and do all at once. So, you know, there's a need to get in touch with sort of your consciousness here, your higher consciousness, and not let the ego get in the way here, but really just let yourself be. You know, it's like when you're meditating, you know, you're not focusing on anything else. You're not focusing on any other thoughts. You're just focusing on being and really recognizing, you know, what's happening in your body and just being an observer of it, just being a watcher of it. And I feel like that's what, you know, Spirit is saying here is, you know, there's a time when you need to be focused on the ego, and then there's a time you need to be focused on your higher consciousness, on just being. And so I feel like, you know, Spirit is saying balance those two aspects of yourself here. Balance those two aspects of your mind. And you can do both at the same time. You know, you can be and you can do at the same time. And I feel like that's going to really help you get in touch with this creative spark, this creative flow that you have inside you. So beautiful energy there. And then you have this card here, and it says silence. So I feel like another way that you can tap into your creativity here, Pile 3, is to maybe spend some time alone and just in a silent environment. Maybe create a space for yourself in your home or at your work where you can just be by yourself and you can be in silence. And, you know, some of you may want to do this while you're meditating or journaling or, you know, something like that. But there's a need here to get in touch with that stillness, that silence, because I feel like that's going to help you really tap into your inner voice here and your inner knowledge. And that's going to help this creative energy flow and really come out of you here. Because I feel like you hold the key here to manifesting your wildest dreams. You have the keys here, and they're in your, I feel like, these keys being above your crown chakra here. I feel like, you have them inside of your head. You have them here. It's just a matter of tapping into them and really using those keys to open this door here, and letting the intuition and the knowledge that you have open doors for you, open doors and really help you manifest your dreams here. So that is coming through as well. And then you have this card here. It's number 1 with portal, and it says infinite mind, awakening consciousness. Yeah, so again, there's this idea of really expanding your consciousness here and really awakening it, and focusing on being, maybe I'm seeing here, meditation might be really helpful for you to get in touch with the now, with the present moment, and to awaken your consciousness here. And this card is also saying, you have an infinite mind. You have so many creative ideas, I feel, inside your mind here. And it's just a matter of awakening them, and awakening your consciousness to those ideas and just really getting in touch with them here and tapping into them. So that is coming through as well. And then you have this power card here. Yeah, so I think, another way for you to tap into your creative energy here is to understand the power that you have inside of your mind here. We spoke about it before with this infinite mind card. And, I feel like your ideas also are going to create this power in the universe. I feel like you just have this, there's this spark of lightning here. And so I feel like this is your ideas here. This is you manifesting your ideas. I feel like it's going to create this spark of lightning. And, once you get in touch with this consciousness here and you awaken yourself to this creative energy, it's going to create just this bolt of lightning, this powerful force here. So really get in touch with that power that you have inside, pile 2. Excuse me, pile 3. And then you have this card here, and it says, step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Yeah, so I feel like another way for you to tap into your creative energy here is to try something new, pile 3. Maybe go somewhere that you've never been, or try something that you've never done. But there's a need here to sort of step out of your comfort zone, because I feel like that's really going to help you expand your consciousness, like we spoke about before, and really awaken your consciousness, because it's going to expose you to totally new things, that you've never seen, that you've never done. And that's a way of expanding our consciousness. That's a way of awakening our inner fire, our inner spark. And so, Spirit is really saying, do something different, do something new, and then just observe the results. Observe how just by doing that one little thing, or going to that one new place, how it sparks your creativity, and how it allows you to really tap into those creative ideas and creative juices that you have flowing inside of you. So that is coming through here as well. And then finally you have number 7 here, and it says into the unknown. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about here. Spirit is really saying there's a need to go into the unknown here. There's a need to just step out of your comfort zone and really go into the unknown, because it's going to really spark your creativity here, and it's really going to allow those creative juices to flow, is what I'm seeing here. And we see this woman on this card, and she's blindfolded here, and she's just walking around with these gloves on, and she doesn't know where she's going or what she's doing or what she's going to come across. And that's sort of the idea here. Spirit just wants you to step into this unknown and just really do something different here. And that's really going to help you tap into this creative force, this creative energy inside you. So beautiful energy there. So let's take a look at your tarot cards here to see if we can get some more information. So you have the Eight of Cups card here. Yeah, so I feel like with this card, pile 3, that Spirit is really asking you to get in touch with your intuition here. We see this person on the card, and they're staring at this moon here. And, they're just by themselves, in silence. And, we spoke about the importance of silence before, but, they're really focusing on this moon, and they're focusing on their inner voice, their inner knowledge here. And so I feel like, Spirit is saying, one way for you to get in touch with this creative energy is to just spend time alone, spend time in silence, and, focus on what your intuition, what your inner voice is telling you. And, you might want to spend time with the moon. You might want to go outside at night and just gaze at the moon or stare at the moon, because I feel like it's going to help you tap into that creative spark, tap into that inner knowledge and creative energy inside. So that is coming through here. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune card. Yeah, so with this card, I feel like there's Spirit is also saying here, to sort of go with the flow, go with the creative flow. Once it starts happening for you, once you start feeling your creative juices, just go with the flow, let them happen. And, I feel like also, this is going to bring about changes for you. I think that you're going to really be able to manifest your dreams here and really create change for yourself. And, once you try something new, the Wheel of Fortune card is about change, and it's about cycles, and it's about new things, So I feel like once you do something new and you really step out of your comfort zone, you're going to get in touch with this Wheel of Fortune energy here. This wheel that's constantly turning, this fate, this change. So that is coming through here as well. And then you have the Six of Pentacles here. So yeah, I feel like you are going to be successful here, pile 3, in manifesting these creative dreams. I feel like, once you start doing these things that we spoke about, you're going to be successful here. And, I feel like you're going to feel very balanced, and you're going to feel very generous once this happens. I feel like you're going to, these creative dreams are going to be helping others. They're going to be generous in some way to others. So I feel like it's, sort of a reciprocal process here. The universe is going to give to you, and then you're going to give back to the universe here. So beautiful energy there. And then you finally have the Hierophant card here. Wow. Powerful energy there. Yeah, so I feel like, pile 3, that once you get in touch with this creative energy and you start manifesting it here, I feel like you're actually going to become a teacher to others. I feel like you're going to be learning a lot of lessons here once you start doing these things. And I feel like those lessons are going to allow you to actually teach and help others in the future here. So, maybe you'll be teaching them, how to tap into their creativity, and how to manifest their dreams. Or maybe you're going to tell them, you know, the tips you use, the things you did, you know, because I feel like there's this mentor or teacher role here that you're going to be having or doing. And I feel like it's going to be a result of you being able to tap into your own creativity and really manifest your dreams here. And I feel like also this card sort of goes with this poet card here because poets and writers teach us things, through their writings, through their creativity. They teach us things. And so I feel like you are like this teacher here. You are this hierophant, this mentor, this teacher. So I really am picking that up as well here, pile 3. So now I'm just going to grab a charm here for you to wrap up your reading here. So you have this crown charm here. Wow. Yeah, so I feel like this goes along with the rest of your reading here because I feel like you're sort of this royalty here. You're sort of this person who inspires others and who teaches others here. You're almost like royalty, a royalty figure. And I also feel like this charm is saying that you are going to be successful in whatever these creative ideas or projects or dreams are. You are going to achieve them, pile 3, and they are going to bring you a lot of success. And we see that with the 6 of Pentacles card here. You are going to achieve success through these creative ideas. It's just a matter of tapping into your creative spark here and really getting in touch with it. So that is what I have for you, pile 3. I'm going to leave it there. And if you liked today's reading, please give me a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love to have you. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.